What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? What is the deal? What we got going on here? hmm Let me refresh this real quick. Get that pinned up. Okay. Test the chat. Make sure chat working properly. Yeah, we're cooking with grease on that. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Let me go in here. Post. I wonder if this gonna post for me. Yeah, what up? What up? What up, Ed? What's going on? Getting a few things shared up real quick. Nothing spectacular. Been a minute, man. I let's see if that posts for me. It might post. Yes, sir. 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 Hmm. Let's see what I got going on here. I'm almost done, fam. All right. Okay. Oh, let's get busy, man. Man, it's gonna take me a minute to get back on my shit. But let's get dead into these games. The weather looks pretty decent today, so shout out to that. Uh, Yo, yo. Okay. Right. 15 games today, man. Man, it's been a few days, man, on the road and all that stuff, man. But we back right now. We back right now, right? So let's go through this slate, man. Didn't look at much. If anything, I did, drop the Jackson video for the people who didn't see Jackson. I'll go through it real quick with you guys. I told them give me their home run plays. They gave me Langoliers. Those look like smoked turkey legs and wings. Um, they gave me Shea Langoliers, Stanton, um, Kerry Carpenter. They gave me Hunter Goodman. They also gave me Lennon Sosa. And then I told them give me a few of their bets. They gave me TJ Friedel for a hit. You can add him to hit parlays. Stanton for a hit. You can add him to a hit parlays. Sanchez, he's been killing it with the 18 and a half pitching outs. Get that at plus 120 at the time. Sosa for a hit. And I told them give me some sides and totals. They gave me a Detroit money line. They also gave me Cleveland Guardians money line, Philadelphia money line, uh, Houston Astros and New York Yankees over. Um, they gave me a match, Colorado Rockies and Arizona Diamondbacks over. They also gave me some pitching props. I told them give me some pitching props. Um, they gave me Christopher Sanchez over 18 and a half uh, strikeout. I mean pitching outs. They gave me Seth Lugo uh, 4.5 strikeouts. Don't know how I feel about that. We will see. Matthew Boyd over 4.5 strikeouts. I know I don't usually target St. Louis for strikeouts, but we will see. Um, Brandon Woodruff, you know, the matchups that he's been having lately, we'll have to see, right? I think he has some cake matchups. We'll see, right? Over 5.5 strikeouts. And that's it, right? That's it. So it is what it is, right? Um, Getting ready to go over going over the let's see. The first game we got Chase Burns and we have Pittsburgh. We got Mitch Keller here. Over on the 7.5. We know Chase Burns got that shit when it comes to strikeouts and stuff like that. Right now, his pitching props are sitting at 8.5 at plus 120. If you want to get there, be my guest. Miss Keller's strikeout sitting at 5.5 at plus 125 on DraftKings. If you want to get there, be my guest as well. So let me see, Keller. Interesting there. I don't know if I could. I don't know if I can bet take the strikeouts for Keller. I don't know. Let me take a look at last 30 days here. Let's see. Pittsburgh. Mm, Pittsburgh. Mm, last 2 weeks, last 30 days. Um, Wait a minute though. Because Keller is a righty. Yeah. Hmm. Interesting. Mm, Pretty steep. If you want to get there, okay, but I don't think I'll be getting there, right? We'll see. Take a look at a few of these bats here. We'll look at the. I thought I glanced through this last night, but I'll do a quick drive by right now. Right. Not my favorite game to target. Only a 7.5. Uh, Chase Burns is throwing fastball 56% of the time. Like, I will. Let's take that down quick. Let's see who's been doing what on that fastball as of late. Mm, Spencer Horwitz last month. How about the last 2 weeks? Fam Horwitz. Um, Full pitches. I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I can't look at none of these guys for nothing but about a hit or anything like that. Me personally, for right now. So I don't think I'll be. I don't think I'll be. Last 2 weeks, Spencer Horwitz, Tommy Pham, McCutcheon, they in the green, whatever the case may be. But I don't know. Burns, Pitchers Park, right on the road. I think I'm gonna fall back from the bats in this game. I'll flip it over to the lefties real quick. All green ain't good green. Straight up. Uh, to the lefties, yeah. I just don't want to really deal with it. Hmm. Horwitz, Reynolds last month, but last 2 weeks, hmm, I don't know. Not nothing I really want to jump out the window for. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Slipping over here to the to the Cincinnati side of things, where we got Mitch Keller. He looking at these lefties. He'll be throwing the fastball 43% of the time. Ellie, Friedel, Lux. Over the course of the season, they batting mid 300 to 400s on their fastball there. So they'll see their fastball and whatever it is with that. Uh, hmm. Ellie De La Cruz 7 for 21. Hmm. 5 for 14. That's 2 weeks. Ellie De La Cruz, Friedel, and Lux been hitting that fastball. So those are guys that you could do. I definitely would. I would rather target those guys than the other guys. But that's just a fastball right there. I'll throw the rest of his pitches up there, and we'll look right here from the last 3 weeks as to where Ellie, Lux, Friedel not striking out. Uh, last 2 weeks. Keller. I would be interested in those lefties for Keller versus Keller. I would be interested in those few lefties we just seen. Keller. Steer and Stevenson have a bomb off of him. Mm. Yeah, I would have interest in those lefties. Let's take a look at the righties. Pitchers Park here. So when you like, if you like Elliott stuff like that, you got some some doubles opportunities and stuff like that. Those are definitely in play, right? Mm. Mitch Keller is throwing sweeper, fastball, sinker, sweeper, huh? Not too many people saying that sweeper. Let me throw that sweeper up there real quick. Mm. Not looking too good on that sweeper as of late. I mean, over the full season, last 2 weeks, Steer has hit it a few times. Mm. Okay, well, that's his primary. Last 3 weeks, not my favorite game here. They're not striking out that much either, but it is what it is. What's the line on this one here? 7.5, right? Not my favorite game. If I don't mind some of those lefties over there though. And see who's going to be in the lineup. Friedel, uh, was it was yeah Friedel, Cruz, and Lux. At least for a hit, I couldn't talk off any one of those guys. On any one of those guys, Eddie De La Cruz does have the ability to get the extra base hits. I mean, the extra base hits with that athleticism. So he's somebody you could definitely look at there. Keep it in moving. Mm, Athletics in Baltimore. JT Ginn and Tommy Seguiano. We'll definitely look at these lefties real quick because I know both of these guys. It is what it is. I'll push it out real quick and we'll take a look at these lefties. I'm going to have interest in Kurtz. I think today is the day that you could probably bet Kurtz for a bomb, right? Right now, he over the course of the season, he's batting 322 versus pitch mix, 14 extra base hits, and 11 bombs. That's these numbers across the board. On the road here, mm, about half of his bombs come on the road. The slugging and everything is there. Bringing it. What is he throwing here? Matter of fact, I could come try here, take a look. Some of his exit velos. I'll look at some of these pitches here. Uh, Splitter. I looked at this. I took a glance at it last night. He's throwing the splitter 37% of the time. He's only 2 for 10 versus that splitter. So, that's the one pitch that kind of concerns me. But everything else, I pretty much like, right? And this is Kurtz right here. And I could bring it in a little bit to the last month or whatever. He is 1 for 3 in the last month on that splitter. Everything else outside of that cutter, man, I think he's got a good shot to do something nice today. Truth be told, I think he's got a good shot to do something nice. Because then you couple that with the fact that Sugano, uh, you know, eh, he's given up 13 bombs to lefties. You can look at some of his home numbers here versus lefties. He's given up 8 with a slugging 505, ISO at 257. So, even if you don't like him for bombs, you can look at Kurtz for hits, hits, runs, and RBIs, or extra base hits, right? You got Soderstrom right there in the cut. He looks okay right there, right beside him. I'll move this to the last month. What have you done for me lately? Soderstrom, Lawrence Butler been really, really red in the last month. Kurtz is 13 for 28. So, he's definitely looking pretty good. That's the last month. He probably has some hefty home run games in there for sure. The last 2 weeks here, Cortez come out of the cut, so keep an eye out on him. And then Kurt still looked pretty good right there. The fly ball and the pull is there as well. Last 7 days, just to put a stamp on it. Uh, Nick Kurtz 1 for 3 right there, right? But the matchup is I like the matchup, right? I like the matchup for the lefties, because you see Sugano's, he's pitching his worst versus lefties, so you can definitely take that into consideration, right? So guys who have done well, and cold now, they can probably pop out. Lefties, are in an okay spot. Favorite one would be Nick Kurtz for me. As far as the righties concerned, I think Langoliers look pretty good as well, right? So uh, over the course of the season, 23 extra base hits and 10 bombs, similar to a Brent Rooker with 24 extra base hits and 9 bombs. They're pretty much the same when it comes to the extra base hits and the bombs versus this pitch mix. I could take a look at Shea Langoliers here versus his pitches and just take a little quick look right there. The sweeper, he's throwing 35% of the time. He's got a 1 bomb and 2 extra base hits, but he's 4 for 30 on that sweeper there. And then, but the sinker and the four seamer, he really likes it there. So, it is what it is. He is throwing a few pitches. He's throwing 5 pitches, so it's hard to really, you know, uh, weed him out. But that sweeper, he's gonna play around with that sweeper. I'm gonna tell you that right now. He's gonna play around with that sweeper, and we'll see what's gonna happen. He's only giving up 1 bomb. This is his. He's only giving up 1 bomb on that sweeper, so we'll see what's gonna happen, right? Jackson also likes Say Langoliers. I could slide it right here to Brent Rooker here, where they have some of their power numbers and stuff like that, kind of identical in a sense. Um, The sweeper, neither one of those guys are not the biggest fan of the sweeper. He is 6 for 31. That sinker, he loves it there. He's 30 for 90. That's almost damn near every other time you see a sinker. That means he's hitting it. So it is what it is. 11 extra base hits and 4 bombs on that fastball for him. Um, what I want to do I can't bring it into the last month just to see, what they've looked like or whatever the case may be. Um, so let's see. Rooker does have 3 home runs on that sinker. Mm, I mean that sweeper. So the last month ain't been looking the best, right? Ain't been looking the best, but you do want to take pitcher matchups into consideration. So it is what it is with that situation. But yeah, he does have 3 bombs on that sweeper. I did not notice that, and he's got 5 bombs on that home on that fastball. So that's very interesting. Force base has 3 home runs. Hmm, very interesting. Let me go back to Shea Langoliers one more time. Shea Langoliers. It's got 1 bomb on that. Okay. What's the? Mm. All right, flip it on over here to Baltimore. No, let me go back to athletics real quick, and let me bring it in. Shea Langoliers 3 bombs, 7% K rate. All right, Sagano doesn't even have a high K rate. He's given up 8 bombs to righties. I think a total of 21 bombs. So he can't give up a bomb. Last 2 weeks. Langoliers. Langoliers still swinging a hot bat, so he's definitely in play. Okay. I think it's Kurtz. I think it's I don't know who. I mean, as of late, Langoliers been swinging that hot bat. So you know, uh, I'd say like this. Rooker would be number three for me, and Kurtz and or Langoliers would be 1A, 1B, something like that. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, sounds good. Uh, slide over here to the Baltimore side of things here. As far as the righties, he's been looking okay. JT again, he ain't pitched that many games, I don't believe, but uh, I mean that many innings, that many innings. So he's got some threes, some fours, 1.2s, twos, two threes, twos, one, one, right? So it's hard for me to put a little read on him. You know what I'm saying? So ah, you know. But what I will do, I think. Let me get this sync. I mean, let me get the pictures up here. That sinker and that slider, he's throwing that 67% of the time he's throwing that sinker. I'll key in on that real quick. Westberg, I think he was the one that I didn't mind here. Let me see. Westberg, that's 3 weeks. 4 weeks. So I guess. Mm. I go back to 2024 real quick for that sink. See what Westberg did off that sinker. 19 3 bombs, about just about on par with what he's doing right now. So I guess right. Uh, go back to 2025, stretch it back out, put the rest of the pitches up in there. Like, well, it was only one more. It's only throwing two, but I had to really look at that sinker for sure. Um, Sinker slider, that's what he's throwing. Now the strikeouts for Mountcastle, Westberg, Tyler O'Neill. These are numbers on the season. They're not striking out that much versus those two pitchers, but I don't know about lately, right? So I bring it into lately. Westberg 7 for 18. He's somebody that I wouldn't mind. Tyler O'Neill's only 1 for 13. Well, Westberg had been the one that's probably been kind of doing a little bit of a tad bit of danger, damage, but it's not really nothing that's really scaring me or glaring out to me like that. Flipping it over to the lefties here. Now, this is where JT Yen has given up his bombs. Both of the pitchers have been giving up work to the lefties. In a sense. So he's throwing pretty much the same thing. Let's see, the sinker. He's got the cutter in there with the slider. So we'll definitely take a look at that sinker over 50% and see what we can come up with there. Adley Rushman, 7 for 22 with two bombs. Jackson Holiday 11 for 36 with no bombs. Let me flip it over to 2024 real quick just to see what they did off this sinker full season last year. Uh Gunner, he hit it okay. Um Cowser, Adley, okay. I bring it back. 2025. Adley would be They got him projected to be hitting cleanup. Westberg looked like he could be somebody, and then Adley looked like, you know what I'm saying? So, bring it back in. Last month, Adley's only seen one. He's 1 for 1 last month. All right, stop it right there. Add in the other two pitches. We'll see what we're looking like. Jackson Holiday. Now the other two pitches. Will you put? Let's take a quick look at Jackson Holiday. Now the other two pitches here. So he's actually 10 for. Okay, he's 10 for 33 on that. Not bad, right? On that sinker. The cutter. He got a bomb. He's 5 for 20. Okay, and then he's 4 for. Okay, so Jackson Holiday don't look so bad here, right? I'll bring it back to the last month or 3 weeks or something like that. Jackson Holiday don't look so bad. Okay, so he's definitely in play. Now lefties get a little bit of bump because that's where he's pitching his worst at, right? You get the averages and the K percentages all that down. So all these guys are definitely in play. What's the total here? Over under 10 should be decent weather out there. So I couldn't talk you off anything from other guys. Look at the lineups now, starting to look like so Holiday, Westberg, Rushman, Gunnar Henderson can do what he can do, right? So the first four, I'm having interest in them, even if it's for a hit parlay or something like that. I just can't really pinpoint exactly what I want to take these guys for, but we'll see though, right? So. Last month, Jackson Holiday 8 for 21. He's pretty green. Adley Western 2 for 5. Probably don't. Jackson Holiday looks pretty good though. No striking out. Fly ball is up. Pool air. Mm, 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 mm. And then the last 2 weeks, he's 2 for 8, but he's shown the potential, and the matchup could be there, should be there for him, because you definitely want to take a look at the matchups, right? So, it's hard for me to really, really figure out, pinpoint what I like there. On the Baltimore side, from a number standpoint, I like some of I like some of the flashes from Jackson Holiday, Westberg, and Rushman, right? Those guys would be on my hit list or something like that if I was to do a hit parlay or something like that. And then Kurtz, Langoliers, and Rooker. Rooker would probably be the third. Uh, the third between. I don't know how I want to go with the first two. Right. So it is what it is with that. Um, Let me see. Houston and New York Yankees here. Let me look at the pitching props here. Hunter Brown strikeouts at 7.5. Uh, outs recorded at 17 and a half. I think I'm gonna like that. The outs at 17 and a half. I think that's an off first thought. I think that's an okay bet. Let's see though. Let's see. I know. I think he got back on a good foot the last game he pitched. But let's take a look. Um, so at Boston, he did go 7, right? The New York Yankees, he hasn't faced them this season. Not that I see. Uh, but he did go 7. Let me see. On the road at Colorado, he went 6. On the road at Texas. Okay. Right hand pitching. New York Yankees. Middle of the pack and striking out. 95 WRC plus. Last 14 days. 10th in striking out. 88 WRC plus. And last 7 days. New York Yankees, 13th to striking out, 180 plate appearances, 24% K rate. Mm, uh, he faced him one time last year. He's got 30% K rate. Uh, 27%, 33% to lefties, 27% to righties. On the road, K percentage look pretty good on the road. couldn't talk off his strikeouts and or his pitching outs. I really want to take a stab at those pitching outs. I do. I really want to take a stab at this pitching outs there. I do. Let's see how they stack up against him. Let's get these Baltimore. Let's get these New York Yankees bats in there. Real quick, New York Yankees. Um, Hunter Brown. Um, Plug on my computer real quick. Um, hmm. To righties, he's been looking pretty good. He's been looking pretty good, sitting them, putting them where they need to be, on their ass. I mean that's versus lefties. I'm sorry. Versus righties, okay, looks still in the green. He's still in the green. How about on the road versus righties? On the road versus righties, the sinkers, he's shown the ability to get hit. Still no bombs on it. Still shown the ability to get hit. How about on the road versus lefties? Okay, looks pretty good there. Looks pretty good there. All right, so we'll see what they do. Right, let's go to the lefties real quick. Um, what was it? The So he's going fastball. He's going decent. No, nobody's really too much hitting that knuckle curve or seeing that knuckle curve a ton. Throw that knuckle curve in there one time just to get it for clarification. Okay, for clarification, nobody's really doing anything off that knuckle curve. So he might be wanting to throw a little bit more of that. So I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there and then take a good look at it and okay at home here. All right, Jazz Chisholm. Okay, let's bring it in real quick. Last month, get a good look at snippet. McMahon, not too many K's right there, right? Cody Bellinger 8%. McMahon Grisham 10%. Whatever. Uh, let's see. Last 2 weeks, not a lot of K's right there except for Jazz, but not scary either, right? Last 2 weeks, not scary. Last 7 days, Grisham is 4 for 10 with two bombs in the last 7 days. He could be somebody that you want to take a look at, but I think I'm doing fine without fucking around with him. So we'll see if he's going to be in the lineup, and then we'll work with it from there, right? Um, right hand hitters. Uh, he's throwing that sinker predominantly, right? Yeah. 38%. But man, people love that sinker, man. Straight up. Hunter Brown, I think Judge. Let's see if Judge got into him. Not like it matters, right? But it doesn't really matter to me. But we'll see. Judge, Ryan McMahon, and Judge got him. He struck out everybody on his team at least once. And Ryan McMahon and Judge got him for a bomb. Um, hmm, hmm. Let me go back here. No, it don't even matter, right? Let me go back to where we were, gaming day insights here. Okay, so, but you know what though? I will single out that sinker, right? Let me see. Would I? 38% of the time. I just know they like that sinker. Let me see. Sinker and they like stand for a home run. So I have to take a look at this real quick. I want to see Stanton got a bomb on that sinker, just and Judge. Both of them like that sinker. Okay. How about last month? Stanton 13 for 33, Judge for five. Ooh, shit. Stanton, bro. 13 for 33, five extra base hits, five bombs. Jesus Christ. Let me push this up real quick. Let me see what this boy been doing. I wonder they like Stanton today. Mm. Okay. Let's see something here. If you're watching this, right? On if you're watching this on X, then I mean I can't get your comments, right? But if you come over to YouTube, if you come over to YouTube, then I can get your comments. We can interact, right? I can't get your comments. I can get your comments. I can put them on screen and stuff like that. We can interact, right? If you come on over to YouTube, what I will do is while I'm live, I'll go over here to X and I will tweet out the link, right? And I'll tweet out the link. And if you guys, let me see. Mm, I'm emojis. I'll just put that in there. Tap in what gambling X or some shit. That'll work, right? Mm. Oh, you know what? Can't do nothing without the link, right? Bam. Right. Post that. There you go, right there. Yeah. So you can click in on, and you can sub. Because if I ain't nowhere, I'm gonna be on YouTube for sure. That's my primary platform, right? So as far as the pitching, I couldn't talk about his strikeouts, and I got to lean to his 17 and a half pitching outs. I just got to see. I got to see. Probably could play on both, and hopefully he hits one or the other. But that's what I was going to look at. Stanton, bro, like man. Look, over the course of the season here, he's 5 for 12, five for 14. He loved that fastball. He's 12 for 32. He's got three bombs on it. So his top three pitches that he's throwing, he's pretty much hit them, right? Um, yeah, so that'll be an interesting matchup right there. Very interesting matchup. And then, like we said, when I just brought it into the last month here, Stanton looked pretty good. Volpe got a few bombs. The last month he got four bombs, but Stanton 13 for 33, five extra base hits, five bombs. Judge got two bombs, of course. He's Judge. Uh, how much of that damage come at home? In the last month, Stanton three bombs in the last month. About half of that damage has been at home, so he likes it. They will come. These guys do have some strikeouts there, so be weary of that situation. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. And like I said, if you watch it, man, drop a like or whatever the case may be, and let me know I ain't doing this for nothing, right? So it is what it is. Last 2 weeks, Stanton 10 for 24. Stanton's cooking, right? Last 2 weeks, Volpe's got 4 bombs. What does he got those bombs on? I can take a look right here. Let's see where we at, right? uh, 2 bombs on that slider, 1 bomb on that fastball, 1 bomb on the sinker. That's pretty cool, right? So Stanton, last 2 weeks, he's got 5 bombs. Where does he have them at in the last 2 weeks? He probably spreading the love too, right? So he's 0 for 3 on that sinker. So whoop de doo. 3 bombs on that fastball, 2 bombs on that slider in the last 2 weeks, right? Um, I can go down to the last 7 days. So it is what it is, right? Last 7 days, 2 bombs in the last 7 days for Stanton, Volpe, 1 bomb. So, we'll see what's gonna happen, right? I like this. I like this game. I would like this game from a baseball fan standpoint. Let's flip it though. Let's flip the script here. Go over to Houston. We got Cam Shitler, right? So, let's see, Cam. The walks. He gonna have to keep them walks down, right? You can't be walking folks. Um, mm, he ain't gonna see too many lefties. Few lefties didn't hit him. He ain't gonna see too many lefties, if at any, right? He'll see. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Full slate. What you mean by that, my guy? What's going on, too? What's going on? You said full slate. I mean, if you mean am I going through it? Pretty much, yeah. I'm trying to get through it. If that's what you're trying to say, yeah. I'm on the third game, but it is what it is, right? Shout out to you. But yeah, they don't run out too many lefties here. We know that. But let's see. Versus righties, um, he's giving out 3 bombs. Uh, hmm. Barrel was up. What about the lefties again? Okay. Well, let's look at this righties and what he's throwing versus these righties and things of that nature. 46% fastball followed by that slider. Mm. With a 20% K rate. Throw the fastball back up there. Pena, Diaz. Shout out to Diaz, man. Last time I went to Diaz, we hit that motherfucking Dinger Tuesday bomb. Paredes is hurt. Walker. Okay, let's bring it on. Where they at? On the road. How about on the road? Pena. Tuve. Korea. Diaz 4 for 7 as of late. I'm keeping my eye out on Yander Diaz. As of late, he's 4 for 7 on that fastball. Altuve. Mm, Christian Walker. Okay, let's keep it moving. 2 weeks. Altuve 4 for 9. 2 bombs for Christian Walker, one for Korea. Korea 5 for 8. This is just the fastball alone. Carlos Korea, huh? Christian Walker, 2 bombs in the last 7 days. Christian Walker, 2 bombs in the last 7 days on that fastball. Okay, let's bring it back. What else is he doing? The slider. Hmm. I'll just throw all of them together now. Wanted to look at that slider individually. This is one of my least bet on teams when it comes to bats and stuff like that. I usually take they team totals and stuff like that. Let me glance at that slider. Take a quick glance at that slider there. Okay. Okay. All right. So it's a lot of red there. Mm-mm. How about lately? Damn, can you turn it around? Oh my God. Okay. So the slider, how much is he throwing that slider? He's throwing the slider 31% and the fastball 46%. They don't agree with that slider like that. So he's got to, if he can put it out there the right way, he's got to, he's got a one up on him right there, right? So interesting, right? So now hmm, throw 4 pitches in there the last month and see what's been going on. That slider put a monkey wrench in the game. Korea ain't seen all that shit. He's still green, right? But if I go right here the last month and take a detailed look at what Korea's been seeing, okay, so the slider, so Korea as of late, the last month looking okay. I don't know. I might move it a little bit more, but the fastball, he's throwing 46% of the time. He's 7 for 14 in that. 3 for 7 on that slider. One for two on that sweeper. We got to see if he's going to be in the lineup too, though, right? I don't know if he's projected. He's projected cleanup right now, but we'll see. We will see. But I'll move it in. 2 more weeks. Right. So Carlos Correa is green, and then Yana Diaz is green. Right. No strikeouts, 1 bomb. Like I said, Dinga Tuesday, we call Yana Diaz. He looks so good. Right at that time. Last 7 days here. Christian Walker does have 2 bombs. Remember, that was off that fastball. And then Carlos Correa just looks pretty good. So even if I'm looking at the last 7 days and I had to choose between Walker and it would be Correa, right? It would be Correa here for a hit or something like that. But uh, I mean, wait a minute. Last 3 weeks, how does he look again? Correa, 10 hits, 4 extra base hits, 1 bomb, barrels down, um, fly ball and pull errors down. The strikeouts are there. If Christian Walker could catch one of those bombs, he's hit a bomb. He catch one of them fastballs. He's hit a bomb off those fastballs, and he's hit a bomb two in the last 7 days. Mm, okay, they might see one lefty max at the super max, 2 lefties. I'll see though. Sanchez might end up being in there, right? So we'll take a look. Uh, he's giving up 2 bombs to lefties there. We will take a look at what he's throwing to him. Fastball 66% of the time, so we must key in on that. The fastball really quick there. Bang bang. Like I said, if you're watching this, man, don't cost nothing but a like, a retweet, or something like that. And then, like I said, I posted the tweet, the YouTube. If you want to be on YouTube, we can definitely interact. If you want to do comments and stuff like that, because I can drop your comments. I don't know. I can't get the comments on X, and then YouTube is the my primary platform. So it is what it is with that situation. But yeah, this fastball here, we'll see what's gonna happen lately. What's been going on lately? Mm-mm. Oh, Carantini, 8 for 19, 7 for 20 the last month. How about the last 2 weeks? That's what I want to see. Mm, pretty spotty. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this game. It's starting to have an underfeel to it, but I don't know. I don't know. One thing I will say is, let me put all the pictures up there first. before I start saying some shit. Let's see. Last 2 weeks, Carantini 5 for 8, 11% K rate. We'll see, right? Mm, I need to flip back over to the righties one more time because Schlittler, he will walk some folks. So remember that, okay? Remember that, right? Uh, it's got an underfield to it, to me, but I don't know if I can go there. Checking out some of these walk rates for some of these guys. Uh, Take Myers, Rogers. Not too sexy when it comes to that. How about the last 4 weeks walk rates? Carlos Correa, the last month, his walk rate is decent. Christian Walker, 12.2% walk rate. How about the last 2 weeks? Walks, you get some money for some walks, man. Straight up. Christian Walker, 15% walk rate last 2 weeks. That's very interesting, right? You're looking at your walk props here. Batter props. I dabble into them sometimes. Uh, where are they though? Stolen bases, hits, RBIs. Hmm. Maybe I'll have to go into the. You know what? Let me pull up 365. MLB player props. Total hits, runs, not total bases, stolen bases, RBIs, RB pitches. Hmm. Pitcher walks issue. Now you got to be kidding me. Hmm. I'm not gonna work my brain right now, but let me find out they took walks down, or you might have to go into that particular game to get them. Uh, Bats here, something like that. I would probably be looking at. I'm gonna have interest in Korea. Uh, it's going to be an interesting game here. I don't know if I like the over or under. I'm not good at betting sides and totals, but hmm. As of late, Korea has been a very interesting guy, man. Been a very interesting guy. We want to see what the lefty's going to be like. We'll see. You got Pena up there. It would probably be. I mean, hmm. New York Yankees. What? New York Yankees the favorite too? Let me see. In a minute, Houston might be the favorite, but the Houston at minus 108. Man, the books know more than me, man. My ass, I would be betting on Houston. I would be betting on Houston, but the books know more than me. Let's keep it moving. Uh, Detroit Angels here. Um, in this sense here, it's gonna be Detroit or nothing for me in this spot. Hendricks gets on my nerves, man. Hendricks gets on my nerves. He gets on my nerves, man. I done targeted him a few times, man, and it ain't went the way I wanted it to go, man. I won't be targeting any fucking Angels bats. We know the strikeouts and pitching outs and all that shit is in play for Scooble. You know that you should have got that shit last night, but Hendricks, man, I can't. I mean, he gets on my nerves, right? Hendricks. Man, he gave a 1 run to Seattle. That was crazy. I was on him then, targeting him then. That was the game I targeted him, and he went out there. And He went out there and pitched 6 good ones too. All right, well, they are on the road at Detroit. Um, 12 bombs to righties, average 299. To lefties, it's giving up 6 bombs. On the road versus lefties, a little bit worse. On the road versus righties, actually a little bit better. Uh, let me see. And lefty, this is his righties in general, but then once he go on the road versus righties, this is just a tad bit better. So that's something you want to take heed to. But we'll look at those righties first, right? So Hendricks is throwing the sinker 47% of the time. Let's check it out. Get that sinker up there. Now unveil what we've seen. Gleyber Torres, 16 for 46 on that sinker, 6 extra base hits and 4 bombs. Uh, I will get Kyle Hendricks up here. Been around a long time, so I'm quite sure he's seen some folks. Torkelson's got a bomb off him. Uh, what I will do is take a look at Gleyber Torres real quick. Well, I'll slide it down to count him. Hendricks, real quick. 1 bomb on that sinker, 5 bombs on that changeup, 3 on that. Okay. Where my phone at? I need to hold up 1 second, y'all. Let me make a quick call real quick. Yeah, what she got to buy something for the for that family reunion? Your mama. What she was getting? What store was that she was just at? Peoria packing. She's a mm, mm. And what other store she got to go to? No, I'm just trying to see because you could have got. I mean, um, you probably could have had her. I don't know if you could do it, but you probably could. You could have got some, or you could grab some off that if you want to take some. You could. Well, the system was down. The system was down. I would say you could have went in the store, like whatever you was cooking, you could have brought it with you. Oh, okay. That's all good. All right. Who's this? Oh, Gleyber Torres. So Gleyber Torres looks pretty good. Damn, Gleyber Torres look pretty good. Last month, Torkelson and Torres. This is the versus that sinker, only that sinker though, because he's throwing that sinker 47% of the time, followed by that changeup. I'll take a look at that changeup too. The last month, um, whatever. I mean, last 7 days, whatever, right? Spencer Torkelson 4 for 8 last 2 weeks. That's just versus the sinker alone. I'll throw that changeup up there. So Spencer Torkelson is 3 for 20 on that changeup, but all three of them been bombs. And actually, if you ask me, that's a plus. Cal Hendricks only has a 14% K rate. Only three times he hit that motherfucking he only three times he hit that motherfucking that changeup. They've been three bombs. Fly ball is up and all that, right? When was this? How much of this damage came in the last month? Only one bomb came in the last month. Okay, that's just okay. That's I'll put them together and see how they look then. All the pictures. Okay, Torres got a 12% K rate on the season. Not like I said, not too much worried about the strikeouts here. Even though Detroit will strike out, bro. Like, let me see, Detroit right hand pitching last 30 days, number one, man. That's crazy, right? Number one. And then last, what, 2 weeks, they are number two. And right up there, the Angels right there with them. But Scuba was a lefty. They're strikeout versus lefties, too. Last 7 days, Detroit, number five in striking out. So they've been striking out. They've been hitting a little bit as of late, too. So, it is what it is with that situation. But yeah, um, Gleyber Torres, man, Gleyber Torres, Spencer Torkelson. How about last 4 weeks? How about at home? Mm, okay, all three of those bombs for Torkelson came at home in the last month, last 2 weeks. Torkelson, if I'm looking at somebody for a bomb, it's Big Torque, right? 57% fly ball. Uh, Torque does have a bomb versus him. Okay, okay. And Torres is 2 for 6 versus him. Uh, what's the projected lineup here? Torres. Okay, I wouldn't mind. Yeah, okay. Kerry Carpenter. Okay, I ain't even looked at the lefties. So let's look at the lefties. What up, Tiff? What's going on? What's the deal? Um. Oh my God. Okay, so let's see what he's throwing. The changeup 50% of the time. Jackson likes Kerry Carpenter. Watch Kerry Carpenter be green on this changeup. Let's see. Riley Green, 32% K rate. If you can stomach that, which he's only sporting a 15% K rate. Kerry Carpenter got three bombs. Zach McKinstry, three bombs. This is that changeup where he's throwing 50% of the time to lefties. At work, just dropped two of my residents off at home, heading back to work, and had to listen to the stream on my way back for sure, for sure. Late, the out of the first 4 games, like if I'm looking for a hit or something like that, um, I mean Lux, Cruz, Friedel, big park here, so you never know. Cruz might can get up there and get him a extra base hit or so. I don't know. I don't know. If I do, I'll probably drop it in. I'll drop something in the court. I looked at something. I just got to figure out how I want to put it together. My time is getting ready to be so condensed. I'm gonna have to cut. I always say this. I got to cut the streams down and do what I got to do. But I'm just getting back in from the road trip, so it is what it is. Um, and then I liked Kurtz, Rooker, Langoliers, Holiday, Westbrook, Rushman for hits or something like that. Um, Korea, It's a few more bats here. I know I like Korea. Um, um. So what's the deal with Stanton? Did I miss something? Did he get hurt? Something like that? Because he's not in projected. He's not in projected. As long as you got the Discord, we can always see the plays you drop with the info. Yeah, for sure. For sure. What up, J Mac? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's going on? What's the deal? Um, all right, let me see. That was just a change up, right? Okay. Mm, 2 weeks. His ass. What's the total? Here. 7.5. What's their team total here? 4.5, 2.5 for the Angels. Mm, okay. Sinker. Oh my God. Kerry Carpenter. 14 for 20, batting 700, no strikeouts. Oh shit. Winsor Perez. Mm, damn. This just a sinker. Let me go back to last year, man. Let me see something. Kerry Carpenter on that sinker last year. Mm, he likes it there. Only one bomb, but he batted 360 on that. He loves that sinker. Riley Green likes it too. Riley Green wasn't striking out as much as he's doing this year. I don't know what the fuck happened, but Kerry Carpenter might be that guy. I'm probably have to take their team total over. Mm. Last 4 weeks, Kerry Carpenter 3 for 3, two extra base hits and a bomb. Yeah, yeah. Put all them pitches together. Kerry Carpenter batting 400 off this pitch mix. How about the home switch? Zach McKinstry. What's the projected lineup? Coke Keith, Torres, McKinstry, Perez. Oh man. Come on now. Straight up, man. Come on now. Last month. Small sample size, but they look good, bro. Riley 2 bombs, McKinstry 2 bombs, Carpenter 2 bombs. Carpenter, yeah. I think you can bet multiple guys here for a bomb and it might work out for you. Last 7 days, Kerry Carpenter got 2 bombs on this pitch mix with a 33% K rate, but whatever. Last 7 days, Zach McKinstry's got a bomb here. If you're looking for some guys that's probably hot, and like I said, drop a like on the video, man, and let me know I ain't doing this for nothing. If you see the links, come on over here and sub up, man. This is my primary platform. If I'm not live anywhere, I'm gonna be live here first. So it's a decent amount of bats I like here. Uh, I lean towards the over team total, or I mean, you can look at even the run line is juiced up right now at a -137. You better get it while you can. Then you got Scuba on the mound. I'm gonna take a rain check on the Angels bats here, but I don't even really want to bet on them right now. But you never know what could happen, man. You could probably I could do a quick drive by though, just to but I don't want to. I know I'm not getting ready to bet on them. He said I miss a whole hour. I could catch you up real quick. I'll catch you up. I can catch you up. It wasn't too much though, man. But let's see. I can catch you up with if I'm looking for a hit. I mean, Chase Burns strikeouts in play. I'm not going there though. TJ Friedel, Ellie De La Cruz, Lux, they look like they can, get a hit for me. I'm gonna take a rain check on the Pittsburgh bats. Um, uh, I like Kurtz, Langoliers, and Rooker. Um, Rooker would be number three for me. I don't know who would be number one and number two between Langoliers and Kurtz. Holiday, um, Westberg, and Rushman. I mean, over under 10. Good weather here. You can see get some hit parlays going on. I have interest in these three guys, Rooker, Langoliers, and Kurtz. And then actually, I mean, Rushman, Henderson, Westberg, Holiday. I mean, it is what it is. At least for a hit, I mean, I couldn't talk you off any one of those guys. What up, boss? Let's get it. Drop me your cash app. All right, that sounds good. That definitely sounds good. I got you though. I got you for sure. We'll get it. We'll get to it. Shout out to Latrell, man. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to my guy. Pena. I mean, Korea, there's a few bats that look good here, right? Walker had a couple bombs on that fastball, but Korea looked okay, man. I don't know if I would take him for a bomb, but he definitely looked okay. And Stanton was somebody who I had interest in. I don't know if he got hurt or not. These guys, I lean towards the over team total for Detroit and Scooble. You can do whatever you want to do with Scooble. Actually, Trail, I think my cash app is on my cash app is in my bio here, but I'll shoot it to you though. I'll shoot it to you. Tiffany said your boy Vaughn went yard yesterday, even though you picked him the day before. Yeah, for sure. That's them day lates, man. So definitely pay attention to those day lates. But yeah, I like man. I think Kerry Carpenter moved into the top spot for the home run. I think Torkelson can hit a bomb. Can't count out Riley Green for a bomb. I like my favorite bat here would be Carpenter. One thing about Hendricks, like I said, I have been I have been I haven't been running into some I've been running into some hard luck versus Hendricks. Every time I target him, he does well. I'm gonna target his ass one more time today, though. I think they get him. I think they get him today. I think they get him today. So it is what it is. I like the Detroit. I like Detroit for sure. Miami, Atlanta here. Well, what's the next game here? Um, yeah, Atlanta, Miami. Uh, Here's a game here. I'm gonna want to target this Atlanta team. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna want to target them for strikeouts though. Uh, I can see what the line is for Edwards here. I mean Edward. Um, 5.5. It's okay, right? I think it's okay. Taking a look at Atlanta real quick. Last 30 days, 105 WRC plus 23% K rate. Last 14 days, ATL 11%, round about the same K rate, but WRC plus is going down. Then the last 7 days, I just targeted them for strikeouts, so they prevailed for me. Atlanta moving up the charts, 26% K rate, 96 WRC plus. Okay, I will get Atlanta bats up there, and where they playing at? They are on the road, right? Um, they're on the road. Atlanta's at home, so they're on the road. Where Edward Cabrera 6 bombs to lefties, 23% K rate to lefties. To righties, he's sporting a 26% K rate with 5 bombs. On the road versus righties, He's got a 27% K rate. His batting average goes up a little bit more with the slugging and stuff like that. And then on the road versus lefties, 21% K rate. So um, keep that in mind. So take that down. Look at the lefties here, where he's giving up 6 bombs. But like I said, I'm looking at him for strikeouts. He's throwing probably that fastball a ton. We know that's what strike. Oh, the changeup, curveball, sinker. Oh, okay, okay, okay. So I'm not gonna single out one pitch. I'm gonna leave it all up there, and then I just see what these strikeouts and K percentage look like and everything else. Another thing I do want to take a look at is his pitching props, pitching outs, outs recorded. You will get Eric Cabrera at 16 and a half. I cashed in the last time he pitched. I took his 15 and a half or something like that. He cashed it. He went 6 innings there. So right now, if you want to look at his game logs, Eric Cabrera, he's hit this number, and shit, look what he's been doing. 7 innings, 4 innings. He hit that line right here. Then 6 innings, 6 innings. He's hit that line in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of his last 6 games. They want him to be great, right? So there's a way. There's a way for him to get there. So looking at the pitch mix here, um, looking at the pitch mix here, um, the projected lineup here, Baldwin has been on one. Orf Olson. Mm, okay, that's just projected lineup. We'll see what's gonna happen. Um, Lately, though, we want to bring it back to the last month. Michael Harris, 19 for 56, 11% K rate there. Um, Drake, okay, so hold it. So Drake Baldwin as well. Okay, Harris and Baldwin. Last 2 weeks, Harris and Baldwin. Okay, those are the two guys that's pretty green. Last 7 days, Baldwin, 2 bombs. Harris got a bomb, and both of those guys' K percentages are down versus pitch mix. And flipping it over to the lefties here, I mean to the righties. One second, y'all. My fault. I'm getting text messages left and right. Hit you back in a little while. Probably got something else for you. Okay. Damn, where was I? Okay, so all right. What was he throwing to the righties? He's throwing sinker, slider, curveball, changeup, fastball. 5 pitches. Sinker's getting hit. A lot of batters like the sinker. A lot of batters like the sinker. But lately, though, let's take a look at lately. So the righties, these are guys, some of the guys here that will strike out. You will have, I'm quite sure you'll have, Harris, Baldwin, and I want to say Olsen. Oh, I know Harris and Baldwin not striking out. Uh, he could probably get some of the rest of these motherfuckers, right? So that's interesting right there. Okay, his strikeouts are going to be in play. As you can see, these righties, we want to see how many righties going to be in there, but more than likely, we're gonna probably get those righties in there. And some of these guys, because you could look at it, we could look at it a few different ways, man. His pitching outs and his strikeouts, and it's possible that I might play on both because pitching outs at 16 and a half minus 125. I like that. I have interest there. Um, and then his strikeouts, like I said, was 5.5, right? At plus 110. I like that. If you don't pick him sites and stuff like that, maybe his fantasy score could be in play. Let me see. It would. At St. Louis, he had 4Ks. See, I don't target St. Louis that much. You know what? I didn't even go check the league settings, man. I'm streaming right now. I'll go check them as soon as I'm done. I hope they didn't mess up the league with the rules. Well, motherfuckers switch the rules on our ass, man, and I just keep winning. They're gonna switch up the rules. Let me see. Mm, Atlanta. It's gonna be an interesting one. I might play both and see what that do. I might play both of his strikeouts and his pitching outs. Away, away versus righties. Away versus lefties. Hmm. Whip is up there. Hmm. So yeah. Uh. Mm, Baldwin, Harris, Olsen, huh? Ozzy will probably get on that left side too. I have to do a little bit of looking, man. Let me see something. Ozzy. Mm, I'm not gonna stress it. Not gonna stress it. Let's get on that Miami side of things. Bryce Elder, definitely gonna target Bryce Elder. He's throwing to righties, slider, sinker, 4 bombs apiece. To lefties, 3 bombs on that sinker, slider. Yeah, he. Mm. I don't know, bro. We gonna see. We gonna see. Slider. Lately, Lopez, 4 extra base hits in the last month on that slider, and 5 hits and 4 extra base hits. Otto Lopez has been on one versus that slider as of late. And then the last 2 weeks, he's got 2 hits on it. That's the slider right there. The sinker for the righties. Hey, boss, I ain't gonna hold you. Payday for me, feeling froggy. $100 six man. I'm going to take 2 of your top hitters and hit a fantasy score. We gonna see. 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 You feeling froggy? It's Friday too. Yeah. You got what I'm gonna say. You got what you call that shit? Flex Friday too. You could throw a little something on there. Yeah. Kananorby, Hiberto. Okay. Last month though, Hiberto. Hiberto hit a bomb on your ass if you ain't paying attention. Lopez ain't striking out. All right, from right there, let's put both pitches in from right there. From right here, the last month. Otto Lopez. Okay. Hmm. So Ramirez, Lopez, a few of these guys not striking out. So it is what it is. My boy just left that stove. He just left that stove. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. I know folks want to see Star Wars in the gang. Let's go over to the lefties. All right. Uh, get them pictures up there. He's throwing sinker, slider, changeup. Okay. Let's get that sinker up there. I want to see that sinker. I'm pretty good betting against that sinker because a lot of batters like that sinker. So as you can see, Edwards, he'll hit a sinker and he'll steal a base. Stowers, 4 extra base hits, 2 bombs, 22% K rate. Hicks, 12 for 26, 4 extra base hits. I wasn't looking at him for a bomb, but he can definitely hit. Atlanta got that short sports Ramirez or Stowers. Shout out to J Mac with that, with the information. Ramirez or Stowers. So yeah, Stowers last month. Oh yeah. Okay. So right here, boom, I'll drop the rest of the pitches in there in the last month and see where we at. 10 extra base hits for Stowers and a 30% K rate. Edwards, 380, 19 for 50 in the last month. Hicks 10 for 39. So it is what it is, right? Last 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay. Edwards. I think, guys like Edwards and Hicks, you can definitely put the most hit parlays and Star Wars hits all the way up to a bomb. You could also look at his HRRs if you want to. I do expect traffic to be on the basis here. And I'm going to like this game for hits, runs, and RBIs and things of that nature. The total in this one here would be 8. I wonder if they expect Bryce Elder to pitch good. Or just Miami did not do as what we expected. Team totals here probably sitting at I can't guess it. I can't guess it. 4.5 for the Marlins, 3.5 for uh, Atlanta. Um, from this game, um, and you like hits parlays and hits runs and RBIs parlays and stuff like that. I mean, I couldn't talk you off the first five bats here, at least for a hit, right? For Miami. And then Baldwin and Harris, you know what I'm saying? Olson can catch something for sure with one swing of the bat. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's worse, Edward Cabrera's pitching would be versus lefties on the road. Cabrera's strikeouts are in play along with his pitching outs. So that's that in a nutshell. And I couldn't talk you off his fancy score if you wanted to get there, but uh, I might pause on that one. Cleveland, Chicago White Sox, Tanner Bybee, Savali. Is that the next game up coming through Game Day Insights though? Let's see. Yes, it is. So bang, get that up there. Um, Savali, Tanner Bybee. Okay. Let's look at those Cleveland lefties right now. Savali's throwing that cutter. I want to look at that cutter. They're not striking out on it that much, so that's a plus. Um, I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there real quick. Bo Naylor slugging. He's got 18 extra base hits and 8 bombs off of this pitch mix. Schneeman, 17 extra base hits and 8 bombs. Jose Ramirez, 22. Okay. Manzardo, okay. Okay. They like that. Mm. Ramirez, Manzardo, Bo Naylor, Schneeman. Quan not striking out. Ramirez not striking out. There's some few guys here. Some few guys here that's that's warranted to look like something. Sneeman 7 for 19, 3 extra base hits last 2 weeks. Rocio 8 for 17, 2 extra base hits last 2 weeks. Bo Naylor 5 for 10, last 2 weeks. 4 extra base hits, 7% K rate. Mm, mm. Last 7 days. Rocio 5 for 7, 3 for 5. Bo Naylor. Hmm. I would like to see what their style lineup is. You got Quan, Schneeman, Ramirez, Manzardo, Santana, Bonella right there. Rocio in that back end, starting a little stuff there. Hmm. Hmm. His expected numbers are up. I don't really too much bet on their righties and shit like that. You can see why. Arias is somebody you could take a look at, but man, look at that. Mm-mm. It would be the lefties for me. in some shape, form, or fashion. I mean, Quan, we know what he can do, right? Schneeman looked pretty good. Ramirez is Ramirez. You know, Manzardo has that power. Bo Naylor, he's got that power too. He looked, yeah. And then Rocio back here for hits or something like that. You never know. Rice might make a surprise interest or whatever the case may be, but we'll see. What's the total in that one? 8. Baby. And I would be looking at if this was the lineup here, definitely I would be looking at uh Ramirez, at least his HRRs, at least, and bomb candidates Ramirez, Manzardo, and Naylor for me. 21% K rate for Bybee there. Um, he's given up four earned runs or more in 4 of his last 6 games. The White Sox, he went 5.2 at Chicago White Sox. Uh, didn't give up a bomb. He pitched okay, only 5.2 innings. Well, he went 5.2 innings. He's been giving up runs though. On the road, uh, he's got a 5.5 ERA on the road. So his pitching is worse on the road to lefties. He's given up 8 home runs to lefties on the road and 8 bombs to righties. Jackson likes Lennon Sosa for a hit, and Jackson likes Lennon Sosa for a bomb. Um, you can probably see an over in this one. Weather's okay. You can probably, hey, I could probably see an over in this one. Over under at 8. Let's see what it look like though. So we got the righties up there. To righties, he's throwing the sinker 32% of the time. He's giving up bombs on a few of his pitches. All the pitches he's thrown over 10% to righties. He's giving up multiple bombs. 4 on that cutter, 2 on that sweeper, 2 on that fastball, and 2 on that sinker. Since he's throwing that sinker too much, I'll take a look at it, and then I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there. Then remember, drop a like for me, and if you're not on YouTube, man, slide over to YouTube and um 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 and uh like up and sub up. That's where I'm at primary, and you can comment and stuff like that over here. But either way it goes, this is that sinker, and it's kind of spotty, it's kind of hit and miss. But interestingly, so for some of the usual suspects here, for some of the usual suspects, these guys not striking out. Midroff, 342, not striking out. On that, Luis Robert, he's 10 for 47, no bombs right there on this one. But he ain't striking out. That's Lennon Sosa got 1 bomb there, 15 for 49. Vargas got a bomb right there, 12 for 63. Um, I'll bring it in. They probably look a little bit more stronger as of late, or some of that damage they've been doing has probably came as of late. Lennon Sosa, last month, 6 for 12, 2 extra base hits and a bomb and no striking out. So that's something that's very interesting there. Last 2 weeks, how much is that? Sosa 4 for 8 last 2 weeks, and Jackson really likes Sosa. So Sosa looks good off that primary pitch for sure. Now I can throw the rest of the pitches up there right now and see what's been going on like that. Um, 20 and 10, 20 extra base hits, 10 home runs for Vargas. Where was he projected to be hitting that? Or what's up with Vargas? I don't know. We'll have to see. I've been betting on them on the Sox. I don't even know what's going on with them right now. Um, Sosa, 14 extra base hits, 8 bombs. Hmm. Okay, Sosa, Vargas, Robert. Um, not striking out, and Midroff, right? So that's That's what you want, right? Because then you become pesky, right? You become pesky. So Lennon Sosa, 5 extra base hits, and 6 bomb. I mean, 6 bomb, 6 extra base hits, 5 bomb, whatever, man. Golly. But yeah, for sure. Last 2 weeks here, Robert got a bomb. He's Sosa, 3 bombs in the last 2 weeks. Okay. 7 days, 2 bombs for Sosa, one for Robert. Okay, so as of late, versus pitch mix, Sosa, Robert. Go out to the last 2 weeks. Just off the form, just off form, Sosa and Robert looking okay right now. Uh, Vargas he hadn't struck out in the last 3 weeks, and Robert and Sosa K percentages are down. Let's look at them lefties real quick. Might be able to steal an over here. I thought Jackson said they liked the over, or was I wrong? Let me see. Tigers money line, Guardians money line. I don't know. Guardians money line. We'll see. I'm terrible at betting games, but Tanababi's throwing. He's giving up 4 bombs on that fastball. He's giving up 3 bombs on his changeup. His top 2 primary pitches, he's giving up a total of 7 bombs. I don't know about this. I don't know, man. As pesky as the White Sox been, this might be an over spot, or I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna find out right now. I'll tell you that. I'm gonna look at that fastball alone real fast. Fastball, Benintendi, power numbers are there. Fly ball and pull air, 11% K rate. This is on that fastball, 9 extra base hits and 5 bombs. 197 batting average. What's up, Black Harry Potter? What's going on? So, and Benintendi always be an interesting candidate. Teal, okay. Last month, Benintendi, 5% K rate. Teal, okay. Benintendi, Teal. Okay, let's see. Last 2 weeks, Benintendi, 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks. Off that fastball alone, fly ball and pull air was there. Benintendi. Okay, 0 for 3 as of late. Striking out, whatever. All right, going back up there. Add the rest of them in. Colson Montgomery barrel is there. And Benintendi barrel is there. Mm, mm. That Baldwin kid hit a bomb yesterday, didn't he? Last month. Benintendi, Colson Montgomery, Benintendi, Teal, Baldwin. No, I might look towards. Mm, Teal, Baldwin. Mm-mm. Okay, as of late, these guys been striking out. Baldwin. I don't know though, bro. What do we got here? What's the team total here? Sox might hit this motherfucker. Three and a half. 3.5. Let me tell you something real quick. Hmm. Hmm. I think hmm, Tachman, Sosa, Benintendi, Robert, Montgomery, Teal, Baldwin. Shit, I'll be leaning towards. I think I'll be leaning towards White Sox team total over or full game over. What the hell? Full game over. Um, Robert been warm as hell as of late. Ben Teddy, he's got that. He can go deep. Sosa Jackson likes Sosa for a home run. Montgomery, you know what Montgomery's been doing. Baldwin, I think he hit a bomb yesterday. Mm, it's a lot going on here. I don't know exactly, who I really want to target. Tell you the truth, um, man, it was some nice looking, bats on both sides. Sneeman, Ramirez. I would like Ramirez his runs and RBIs all the way up to a bomb. Bo Naylor is the bomb candidate, and Manzardo's a bomb candidate. I think Naylor was sticking out a little bit more to me, but it is what it is. I'm gonna lean towards the over in this game, and I think you could see a decent amount of hits in this game. So a hit parlay wouldn't be out of the question. I mean, I couldn't talk you off anybody from this White Sox game, and or the Guardians, straight up. The Guardians lefties. I'm not a big fan of the Guardians righties. Philly and Texas, right? So, looking at the Phillies bats here, well, the Christopher Sanchez, I had to play that, right? I had to play that. I had to play that. His 18 and a half outs. It just keeps on cashing, right? Just keep on cashing. So I have no choice. I do got a choice, but I have no choice. So he's over this number in 9 of his last 10 games. So just keep on keeping on. I take a L. I take a L. You know what I'm saying? Texas versus left-hand pitching. Um, Last 30 days, number one in striking out with an 86 WRC plus. Last 2 weeks, Texas, number 11, striking out with a 112 WRC plus, indicating that they hit somebody as of late. And then the last 7 days, probably a super small sample size. Texas, yeah, super small sample size. But I'm not scared. So it is what it is. I've been eating off it. I've been eating off that. I've been eating off Christopher Sanchez. This is a no runs first inning candidate game here, but you when you got guys like Schwarber and Harper, and what I'm saying, and Seager with one swing of the bat, it could be ugly. It could kill a Nerfy, but it's Nerfy is still in play. Merrill Kelly, on the other hand, he's been phenomenal. He's been pretty good. He's been good, right? So I can't take anything from Merrill Kelly here. Um, he's pitched. It's pitched pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I can't talk you off of it. I can't talk off anything from him. He's gave up more than what 3 runs, what twice, 3 times, and that was only 4. So he's been pitching pretty good, right? This Philly team is pretty good. I don't know if I want to mess with any of his pitching outs or anything like that, Kelly. But we'll take a look. He's throwing a changeup 33% of the time. He's also throwing 5 pitches. Not going to single anyone out. Don't know if I'm going to even bet on any of these bats here, truth be told. So I'll just, do a quick drive by, try to speed some things up. Uh, I can never get through a full slate. It's crazy, right? So Brandon March, last 30 days. Looking at these lefties, Bryce Harper, 11 for 34, 8 extra base hits and 3 bombs. These guys are not striking out. Um, Schwarber, 9 extra base hits, 7 bombs. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Full air and fly ball. Jesus Christ, that man is good. He's pretty good with that bat, boy, straight up. Last 2 weeks, I mean, when you're looking at Schwarber and Harper, I mean, they've been pretty good, bro, straight up. So Brandon March, 11 for 24 with 2 bombs in the last 2 weeks. He's invited to the party. Um, yeah, they got 4 lefties that look pretty good there. Last 7 days, I'd imagine a lot of that damage came. Yeah, so Kepler, Marsh, and Schwarber have a bomb within the last 7 days. Schwarber has been on one, right? 12% K rate to this mix. Don't be surprised if he don't go yard. I ain't even gonna lie. Marsh, yeah, I would look at him for a hit or something like that. But like I said, Merrill Kelly is pretty good at pitching. Versus these righties here, Merrill Kelly's got a 25% K rate, giving up 4 bombs to righties. Uh, Don't know what it's doing. It's not even like I've came to the conclusion that I'm betting only on Schwarber and Harper. You know what I'm saying? When I see him, so not too many pitches that he's throwing that's overwhelming. So I'll just leave those up there, and I'll just bring it back to the last month just to see who's been doing what as of late when it comes to these righties. Harrison Bader, 9 for 25. Sosa, Real Muto. Last 2 weeks, what they doing? Sosa, 5 for 12 with 2 bombs. Bader's got a bomb. Um, hmm, hmm, hmm. Sosa been kind of hot, warm the whole damn the whole season off this pitch miss. I want to say so. He's somebody that you can look at. Let me see. Let's see one more time. Uh, mm, mm, no, I rarely bet on them guys, man. Straight up. I know one thing. It's probably going to be if I take any bat, it probably be for sure. It's going to be Schwarber and or um, Harper here. Flipping it over. Don't think I want to target any of these bats. I don't even know why I'm looking at it. I could save some time. Don't think I want to target any of these bats here versus Christopher Sanchez. I'm just keeping it real with you. But yeah. Come on, load up for me. Load up for me. Load up for me. Okay. Damn, that shit look bad. But hey, that's where we getting money at. How about the last month? Okay, so the last month, a few guys been doing some hitting here. Strikeouts are there though. Look at that. What's his strikeouts? Mm, 6.5. Hmm. 6.5, huh? Mm. I'm not fucking with none of these bats. I'm gonna tell you that right now. No hits, no none of that. I don't want nothing to do with them. I'm keeping it moving. Man, there's still a lot of games left. Wow. Uh, we've been going for 2 hours. Okay. Let me take a look here. Chances are I'm not taking any bats from this New York Mets game here. Not a big fan of that Seattle ballpark for runs. So I don't know how I feel about the Tampa Bay side of things. Castillo, I like Castillo a little bit better at home. And this Matt Gay's kid, I think he's got a little K stuff. I think he's got a little K stuff, a little strikeout, a little something, something. Um, Irvin historically puts his worst to lefties. Probably want to look at maybe probably want. I don't like this ballpark, right? This Giants ballpark. I don't like this ballpark, but you could definitely look at some lefties here. We'll see. Let me see. I will. Hmm. Let me do a little something, something with here. Let me see. Right hand pitching here. Let me see. That's 30 day. New York Mets. 88 WLC plus 22% K rate. New York Mets. Let me do a little speed round here. New York Mets, Brandon Woodruff. Woodruff, fastball 50% to lefties. Um, 45%, no, 45% sinker to righties. Hmm. Who has he faced? He's faced Washington, nobody. Miami, Seattle, okay. Washington, Miami. He ain't faced a lot of good teams. Let's see what we're looking at here. The fastball. Oh, wait a minute. Wait. The fastball to lefties. What is it? On the road. Um, let me. I'll be right back. Let me. They getting ready. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes, real quick. Let me see something. Yo, 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 yo. Sonny. Well, it's 12 o'clock. It's time to get up, man. Y'all gotta get y'all clothes, shower, all this stuff, man. All this stuff. I'm fucking sleep under the bed. That's crazy. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. What was I? Well, I got my nephews and stuff here. They getting ready to go back. I'm not going back. They on a road trip. They out here visiting. I'm not going nowhere. But I do need to help get their little butts ready so they can get back on the road. They're getting back on the road on the way to the family reunion. And they wild as hell. They kids though. Let's see. So what was I looking at? Woodruff 50% fastball to lefties. Now the last for us Nemo Lindor was striking out. Soto 4 for 11, 2 for 2, 2 weeks. Last 2 weeks, Soto got two bombs on it and is not striking out. Damn, look at Lindor red. Look at Nemo red strikeout. Damn. Um, put the rest of the pitchers in there for the last month at least. Lindor. Hmm. Man, he might strike their ass out, depending on who's in the lineup. Lindor looking okay, but Lindor been striking out like that. Batting 400 the last 2 weeks, but he's striking the fuck out. Force base hits 1 home run for Lindor. Hmm. Lindor fake. He hitting right now, but man, we'll jump to the righties. 45% sinker. Pete Alonso batting 400 on that sinker on the season. None of these righties pretty much striking out on that sinker on the season. That's interesting. Hmm. Pete Alonso last month hadn't struck out on that sinker. He's throwing that sinker 45% of the time. Okay. Um, I'll go back. I'll go back. Put everything up there. He's throwing that fastball 30% of the time. Pete should look good. Good. I don't know how much Pete liked that fastball, but he should have looked good. What? That boy, trash ass. Hmm. He's 1 for 12. That fastball, he's not hitting it. He's hitting that primary pitch though, so that sinker, he'll be looking for that. He will. Don't know how to feel about that one. Don't. Lindor doing some hitting. Soto gonna be Soto. Pete likes the primary at 45%. He's throwing that sinker. Pete loves that sinker. So that's what I see right there. Um, to try to speed things up, Milwaukee. Kodai Singer's got that fork ball, man. So it's hard to account for that. It's hard to account for that fork ball because people don't see that fork ball, man. So I really don't know what exactly what to do. And then Milwaukee's been hot, so I'll probably take a rain check on Milwaukee's bats, or just side in general. Um, I'll take a look at see when I put the fork ball up there. Nobody's seen that, right? Um, nobody's seen that fork ball. And then if I flip it to the left-hand hitters, none of the lefties seen that fork ball either. So I always get kind of weary because uh, the percentage he's throwing that fork ball 44% to lefties, right? And then to righties, he's throwing that fork ball 30%. So, that's it kind of throws me off, right? Um, he's given up some runs as of late. He's given up some home runs too. 1 home run, 2 home runs, 1 home run there. 4 runs, 3 runs, 4 runs. San Francisco, and L.A. Angels. So and the walks, this is where when he first came in the league, he really had problems walking, right? Now those problems creeping. Well, they've been there, right? You don't want to have problems. You don't want those problems. You don't want those problems, right? So you know. So I don't know. I don't know. And this Milwaukee team's been hot. I could put the rest of the pitchers up there. Just know they haven't seen that fork ball, and I'll just roll them out like that and just look at the last month. Andrew Vaughn. Last 2 weeks. Andrew Vaughn. These lefties the last month. See what they look like the last month. That's when they've been so hot. Last month or two. Isaac Collins 400 and Terrain batting 400. Remember that's minus the minus the fork ball, which he's throwing the most. But everything else they hitting it right. So uh, Collins and Terrain batting 400 over the course of the last month. Last 3 weeks, Isaac Collins batting 476 the last 3 weeks. I can give you a detailed look and see how what pitches he's hitting. Probably not hitting for a lot of power or nothing like that, but just some straight hits or whatever the case may be. The fastball, they're not going to put the cutter up there. They're not going to put their forkball up there because he ain't seen it. That's uh, but right here you'll see the forkball down here, but you won't see it up there because he ain't seen it. So the other pitches, he's pretty much hitting it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, right? Uh, So Collins, Terrain, Perkins, those guys have been hitting last 7 days, whatever, right? Last 2 weeks, whatever. If you're looking for some little hits or something like that, I couldn't talk you off of it. We already got a 7.5 over under, not that big of a total here. Um, I I I I never used to target the Mets for strikeouts, but um, Woodruff, he ain't faced the best competition, but I can see instances where he might. I'm not betting his strikeouts though. He might be able to get there. I'm not betting his strikeouts. Chicago, St. Louis here. Um, Another team I don't target for strikeouts that much would be St. Louis, right? So um, Matthew Boyd does have that K stuff. To lefties, he hasn't given up a bomb. He's got a 25% K rate. To righties, he's given up 11 bombs. He's got a 22% K rate. We'll look at those righties um, for St. Louis. We know guys like Contreras and stuff like that, like lefties, Herrera, guys like that, like lefties. So we'll take a look. Quite sure he's throwing that fastball a ton here. So let's see. 44% or is it more? 44% to righties. Uh, I'll single it out real quick. Um, Single out that fastball. Wilson Contreras looks good versus the fastball over the course of the season. Ivan Herrera 389 on the fastball, 289, 294 for win. 4 last month. Last month, small sample size, but this is what they look like for just lefties and that fastball. Small sample size though, too small of a sample size for that fastball, like too small. But historically, Contreras loves the fastball. Historically, so it is what it is with that situation. Um, yeah, it is what it is with that situation. I will throw the rest of the pitches in there, whatever else he's throwing, and then we'll take a look at it like that. But Contreras batting 321. They will be at home here. He'll be going up against his old squad. At home here, um, Contreras goes from a 321. So look, he's go from batting a 321 to batting 143 at home. If you think splits matter like that, right? So I look at splits, here and there. Bring it on in. Last month, um, they look pretty good. Small sample size though. Small sample size. Flipping it over to the lefties here. Versus Matthew Boyd. Matthew Boyd been pretty good versus lefties. 25% K rate. No home runs on the road versus lefties. Matthew Boyd 21% K rate, but the isolated power, barrels and stuff like that are down. So that's something there, because they got a couple dangerous lefties here. And yeah, so right now, Donovan and those boys, they don't look too good versus his pitch mix. I could bring it into the last 3 weeks and just see what they've been doing. Burleson 6 for 13 for whatever that's worth. But it is what it is. The Cubs. So I mean Herrera and Contreras were some guys I would consider, but I don't think I'm going to any of the Cardinals bats. I do think if you're doing a home run parlay or something like that, I couldn't talk you off having Contreras in there. I can't. Uh, Chicago Cubs, Michael McGreevy. Um, I got to go back and run a quick check on Michael McGreevy, but he's giving up 2 bombs to lefties. He's got a 15% K rate, and to righties, he's giving up 1 bomb with a 12% K rate. So, it is what it is with that situation. Um, okay, I'll take a look at those lefties first here. Um, So he's given up 4 runs or more in 3 of his last 4 games. He's given up 5 runs to the Cubs already, and that's not a good recipe right there. Uh, so yeah. hmm I will see what he's doing real quick and get busy, right? Let's see. Fastball, cutter, changeup to lefties. I ain't even got to single that shit out, though. I ain't gonna lie. So over the course of the season, these guys are green. It's just what have you done for me lately? And not much, right? I could probably go to the last 3 weeks and they probably don't look good, right? Because they ain't been playing good. Over the course of the season, they've been looking okay, but load up the last 3 weeks and it's been rough. It's been rough, 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 right? They've been striking out all types of shit. Look at that. So it's been very rough for my Cubs. They need to get back on a good foot starting now. You know what I'm saying? So we need the Mets to stomp on these Milwaukee Brewers, and we need to bounce back. Lately, Ian Happ 3 bombs in the last 2 weeks. Reese McGuire 5 for 13 in the last 2 weeks. But the usual suspect, the Bushes, Castros, Armstrong, and Tuckers ain't been looking good. Last 7 days, same old song. Sonny, what time you got to work tomorrow? I mean Sunday. Damn, you off, off, off. Oh, that boy, that's my son got his first job. That motherfucker, like, hey, you get paid again next week. You know how much rent is? Oh shit, man. That boy trying to buy some Louis V's. So yeah, last 7 days, Hap, 3 extra base hits, 1 home run. Keep that in mind, right? Um, on the other side here, on the righties, for the righties, you know, he's throwing that sinker 45% of the time. Yes, sir, J Mac. That boy, that boy, that boy BMF, boy, blowing money fast. 17. That motherfucker go to school in what? Y'all go to school what? 2 weeks? Yep, 2 weeks. Shit. That motherfucker act like he finna go to a goddamn. Yeah, 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 for sure. He ain't buying nothing but nah. I'm trying to tell you that boy there. I don't know what's up with him. You're gonna find out though. Uh, so he's throwing that sinker 48% of the time. Let's see, sinker, bang, right. When my boy Amaya coming back? That's crazy, man. But Suzuki loves that sinker. 7 extra base hits, 4 bombs. Nico Horner don't strike out anyway. Okay. So, but lately, probably ain't been looking good, right? Last 4 weeks, Nico Horner 4 for 11, Suzuki 0 for 4. I'll throw the rest of the pitches in right there. Actually, I'll give you guys a full look at the pitches, right there with everything intact, right? And then I'll bring it on in, right, to the last month. Again, I go the last 3 weeks because I know the Bulls, the Cubs. I'm about to say the Bulls. Cubs been ass. But last 3 weeks, Nico Horner 6 for 12. Swanson 0 for 8, 0 for 4 for Suzuki, 0 for 2 for Carson Kelly. They just ain't been good. I remember those days. Yes, yes, yes. School started this week. Okay, bet. Yeah, they got 2 more weeks, man. Straight up, they got 2 more weeks. I'm excited for my youngest because she finna go to a junior high with my middle son, and they finna be in school together. Talking about that ain't my brother. I don't know him. That ain't my sister. I don't know her. Yeah, those days is crazy. Um, he a senior though. He about to graduate. Yeah, he want black and navy blue. I don't know. I've been seeing this vet. It's Corvette that would go right with that. We'll see what that. We'll see. We'll see. Prom and all that. So the Cubs is like, are they gonna? It's right now. The last 3 weeks to a month, they've been terrible, right? Are they getting ready to bounce back today? That's the thing, right? And more than likely, I feel like they are. I mean, just like I said, we just looked at some of the numbers here for somebody like McGreevy. 4 runs to San Diego. They ain't been hitting. Uh, back to backs. San Diego. Oh yeah, they gave them 4 runs. They gave them 7 runs. Colorado. Somehow, at course, somehow he went 7 innings with one strikeout and no motherfucking home runs or nothing. And then the Cubs, he gave up 5 runs to the Cubs, right? He gave up 4 runs to the Dodgers. The White Sox did not hit him. He's got a 40% ground ball percentage. I don't know, man. I don't know. The Cubs better get to him. They got to him. They better get to him. Whatever you want to do with that situation, I can't just single out one bat. As cold as the Cubs been, but this could be a collective ass whooping they get ready to put on them. No, I'm just fucking with you. But yeah, hopefully they do because I need them. I need them to. So Boyd, I'm probably not looking at the strikeouts for Boyd, but he could probably get there. You could probably look at his outs. He's been lights out, straight up. Boyd's been pretty good for the Cubs. Man. Mm, Colorado. Okay.
Hello.
You up getting it together?
Yeah.
All right. I call my son upstairs. I ain't gonna run all the way up there. Um. Okay, Colorado. Let's see. Arizona, Colorado. Is there any chance Zach Gallen can get these K's, man? Straight up, Zach. That's what I wanted to bet on. Came low. This boy been ass, man. Mm. So he gave Colorado 7 Ks the last time he seen them. No, I'm sorry, 5 Ks, 7 earned runs at Colorado. Yeah, that boy think he think he big meats. Larry Hoover, that boy blowing money fast. Boy, golly. It's already his account's already attached to my bank accounts, so I see that that under low balance, I get that notification that under $50. Mm, that's been blowing a hole in my boy pocket. Let's see what we got. So Zach Gallen, he's pulling a 21% K rate there at home. Let me see, at home versus higher K rate. Damn, lefties, lefty. Hmm. What's the strikeout? 6.5. He should be able to get there though. I ain't gonna stunt. But man, 9 bombs to lefties, 18% K rate. Colorado lefties. Look at them lefties real quick. Oh shit, Muniak. 9 bombs, 14 extra base hits, 9 bombs there. What is he throwing? He is throwing uh fastball 38% of the time. It's primary. Then that knuckle curve is kind of sneaky. Moniak only hit it once. That one time he hit it, it was a bomb. Changeup, cutter. Okay. That fastball, 9 extra base hits and 6 bombs. If you think Moniak can catch it, you know he's gonna kiss it goodbye. That's just what we how we that's it is. His slugging and his ISO is up. So, but there's some strikeouts there over the course of the season. So let's. How about on the road though? Right on the road, because outside of cores, you want to get him outside the cores. Outside the cores, he put up about half of that production. 5 extra base hits, 4 home runs. But look at all that red, that averages and all that shit, right? So it is what it is, right? So I'll bring it back to the last what 4 month, last week. So the last month they had a couple series at home. So Moniak kind of like cooled off a little bit. So I mean, whatever, right? He has that ability, but go to the righties. 6 bombs for Beck, 7 bombs for Goodman. Fastball 51% of the time. All right, let's key in on that. Beck, top 3 guys will strike out on the Tyler Freeman, not striking out on that fastball. Estrada not striking out on that fastball. So you want to keep an eye out on those guys. Last month, this Warming kid 6 for 11 on that fastball. A few of these guys are green on that fastball. Last 2 weeks, Warming 6 for 11 on that fastball. Freeman 4 for 10. Not many bombs. I'll start right here at the last month, and I'll throw the pitches in there in the last month. Remember, they did just coming off like a few series at home, so that can inflate their numbers, right? But last 4 weeks, Warming 4 extra base hits and a bomb, 2 bombs for Goodman, one for Tovar. 2 weeks, and like I said, most of those games are going to be at core, so the numbers are kind of like screwed, right? Because if I hit the roll switch right here away, then it ain't gonna look too as pretty, right? As when I do it like that. So that's how with them stadiums can how things can happen with them stadiums. Them stadiums, of course you could put up runs there. I've never bet on them boys outside of course. I ain't even gonna lie. I never bet on them outside of course. Gallon strikeouts a little too high for me, but I wouldn't be surprised if he hit it. Um, Looking at Arizona here, mm, um, Austin Gomber. Um, to righties, he's given up 8 bombs. He's got a 300 at batting average there with the barrels up there. We'll look at these righties here. Um, Marino. Let's see. What is he throwing? Fastball, 4 bombs on that. I ain't got to single out no pitches. Let's bring it in. Last month. Damn. Marte. The top three get Marte, Perdomo, and Uriel not striking out in the last month. That's good to see. Marte 2 for 13. Perdomo 1 for 11 last 2 weeks, man. Can they hit? Yeah, they can hit. Are they hitting right now? Probably not. Looking at the lefties here, but the matchup, I still like the matchup for Marte. I do. He just got to come on through. You know what I'm saying? The favorite players can go over for a long time. What's he throwing the lefties? Um, I know Corbin Carroll hit a bomb as of late. 41% slider, 32% fastball. Let me take a look at that. What? I think that's from that fastball right there for Corbin Carroll. I'm going to take a look at that slider, though. Let's see. Mm, I'll take a look at that fastball. Corbin likes that fastball. Alec Thomas likes that fastball. And he's throwing that fastball, the secondary pitch. So, I guess, right? Um, Usual suspects in play, they just got to come on through it. Come on through. Big Bank, what's up? What up, Big Bank? Usual suspects in play, they just got to come on with it, right? They got to come on with it. Last 3 weeks, small sample size. Both of these guys are four for 4 for 7, 4 for 9 for Carroll. You can see the red up there though. The averages, the slugging, the ISO, the barrel, but I still like the spot. Couldn't talk you off anything here. I still like the spot. Boston, San Diego. What is what is the strikeouts for Pavetta? 6.5. What about Boston striking out? What? Kind of scared of Boston right now. 21%. Yeah, Boston. Again, like I said, man, drop a like, And I did drop the link to the YouTube. If you're watching this on another platform, you could definitely check it out on YouTube. And you definitely check it out on YouTube. And that's where I get all the comments at, and I put the comments up and stuff like that. I am going to have to. I'm gonna have to shoot to this Dodgers game since we got an over under 9 here, and I'm gonna have to cut it short. Meaning, the Red Sox, the Tampa Bay, and the Washington game, I'm not gonna be able to get to. Right. Before I do that, though, I want to take a look at Matt Gage. Right. So he's the pitcher. He's gonna be pitching for. He's gonna be pitching for San Francisco, and I think he's got some K stuff. Uh, so oh no, let me see. Scratch that. I don't know what they're gonna be doing. That's somebody else up there. K Way. What? This is a bullpen or day or some shit. What was that? Who was that? Kai Way. Kai Sanat. Kai Wei Ting. Kai Wei Ting. Kai Waiting. Kai Waiting. Kai Waiting. Kai Waiting. Kai Waiting. Kai Waiting. Kai. What we got? That's when the boss decided to defeat the Mets. Expected to get another start. Justice to those. Expected to get another start. What? Yeah, 4 strikeouts. Minus 86 strikeouts on 54 innings pitched. What? That motherfucker got some K stuff. 84 strikeouts on 54 innings. 4 strikeouts there, 7 there. In 5 innings, 9 Ks, 11 Ks, 8 Ks. Well, how long is he supposed to be going? Do they got a line out for this mother? Nope. Hmm. So I'll be, we'll be. Just keep your eyes peeled or whatever case may be. Um, I'm gonna have to look a little bit more into Kai Waiting, but uh, yeah, he had 86 strikeouts, 54 innings. You generally definitely want to see a strikeout per inning, but he's well over that, like 86 in 56 innings. So that's a lot. Uh, but hey, I'll be looking at I'll be looking to see if I hear anything else, right? Um, versus Jake Irvin, we'll be looking at the lefties. I'm gonna do a quick little drive by here. Irving, San Francisco Giants. He pitched good versus the Giants at home. He pitched this season once. He went 8. Splits for him. Like I said, versus lefties, he's giving up 15 bombs. Versus righties, he's giving up 9. He's getting a 271 batting average in general to lefties. On the road versus lefties, 242 batting average. XFIP higher on the road. K percentage is less than 18% all the way across the board for lefties and righties. Sometimes he pitches okay, most of the time he don't. Lefty's gonna get a bump there. Um, I really wanted to look at Nick Pavetta's strikeouts versus Boston, but I ain't gonna be able to do it right now. Right now, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm gonna take a look at this Boston game. I mean, this Dodgers game and get out of here. 246. We'll be going on 3 hours. Okay. We'll look at Toronto. Slider, 52% of the time, followed by the four seamer. Slider to lefties, right? Okay. They don't too much agree with that slider. Pena, I mean, if I'm looking for a hit or something like that, I like Pena, but I haven't been seeing what he's been doing as of late. Uh, it was Korea who looked pretty good, but Pena is really good. You know what I'm saying? So I couldn't talk about what if you're looking for something from Pena, but Korea was the one that looked. Korea was the one that looked good. Let's see. No lineups coming out yet. Okay, Korea was the one that looked good. Um, Pena is just good at baseball. He can hit. I want to see what the lineups. Well, of course, he's going to be leading off. I might end up. I'm probably going to end up taking a stab at Korea hits, runs, and RBIs if he's right there in that spot. Still, I might take a stab at it. It was all these guys flashed at some point, though. So the lefties, nah, lefties. Flip over to the righties because they ain't Clayton Kershaw. Slider 43% of the time. So, uh, Vladdy has only seen the slider this much to lefties. He's 4 for 9 though. Maelstrom 4 for 9. How about I go back to last year real quick? See how Vladdy did the full season versus that slider versus lefties. Now this is last year, and what are we doing here, man? Damn. Okay. So Clement is always hit lefties. Okay. So let's go back here to 2025. Clement still hitting, right? So he's going to be a hit candidate as of late. I mean, this year Vladdy's 4 for 9 on this. It's just one pitch. I'll throw the rest of the pitches up there. 16 for 42 for Vladdy, batting 381. Heeman batting 526. In his little appearances, Clement 286. Bringing it into the last month versus lefties. Uh, Maybe this pitch mix, they haven't seen this pitch mix a lot. Bo Bichette, Kirk, France 7 for 11 in the last month with no strikeouts. Where's Vladdy? 1 for 8 lately. Okay, 1 for 8 lately. Ty France last 3 weeks. How about last 2 weeks? 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks, 2 weeks. Ty France 5 for 7. Vladdy 0 for 5. Hmm. Mm. Check them Dodgers. Scherzer, Scherzer gonna give up a bomb. That's what he do. He gonna give up a bomb. So fastball, cutter, slider. If Will Smith be in the lineup, I'll throw the rest of the pitchers in there right here in the last month. Will Smith, 10 for 21. He'll be a candidate, but he got to be in the lineup. You know, last 2 weeks, full pitch mix. Last 7 days. Mm. All right, well, lefties. Max Scherzer's throwing curveball, fastball. Keying on that fastball real quick. See what Muncie looking like, man. Yeah, it's gonna be a Muncie. Muncie. How about at home? Fastball at home. Yeah, Muncie. Muncie at home, he got 7 extra base hits and 6 bombs. That's at home on a fastball. In general, okay. Okay. I like that. I like that for Muncie. Last month, it's gonna be a smaller sample size for Muncie because he was hurt. But he's 2 for 2 in the last month since he came back. Yeah, Korea looked okay. I don't know if I'll take him for a bomb, but lately he looked okay. But at the end of the day, he's a motherfucker that can sell too, straight up. But since Muncie's been back, uh, versus that versus that fastball, he's 2 for 2 with a bomb. So Muncie is definitely in play. Freddie's in play on account of that fastball alone. Last 2 weeks, Freddie, 2 extra base hits and a bomb. And Otani, surprisingly, well, I ain't gonna say surprisingly, but he's kind of green there. All right, so let's go back to the last month here. I was looking full season. Looking full season. And the rest of this pitches with uh, Otani 18 bombs, 23 extra base hits. Muncie 14 and 10 extra base hits. Um, Freddie Freeman 335 home switch. Muncie almost 300 at home, 11 extra base hits and 9 bombs at home. 46 fly ball, 30 pulled air. Otani looks pretty good there, looking good. Take the home switch off. In the last month, what have you done for me lately? Muncie 2 for 5 still. Those two had to be that fastball, so we know that. Freddie 13 for 40. Otani 12 for 42. Conforto's got a monster history versus him, I believe. Take a look at Max Max Scherzer. Um, Conforto's got 3 bombs with 15 strikeouts. Conforto's got 4 home runs. Freddie's got 3 home runs. Muncie's got 1 home run. Rojas has a home run. Yeah. Conforto's got 4 bombs, 15 strikeouts, 16 Ks for Freddie. They got a monster history. Mookie's 1 for 7. Uh, Otani 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. If that means anything to you, I can't. I have to look at what's going on now. I was thinking about Muncie when I came to the Dodgers, and I'm still. I don't say I'm tunnel vision, but I'm thinking about Muncie in this spot right here. But last 2 weeks, Freddie been cooking, 10 for 21. Otani been cooking, no bombs. Freddie got 3 bombs in the last 2 weeks. I didn't even fucking know that. So yeah, okay. Last 7 days. So that bomb for Muncie came in the last 7 days. Otani 4 for 9, no bombs. Last 7 days, Freddie 2 bombs. Freddie cooking right now. All okay. The lefties, right? Okay. Max Scherzer, um, 6 bombs, 289 ISO. Yeah, he's probably pitching his worst to lefties. So the lineup would probably come out like let's check a hmm. I don't know what the lineup's going to be like, but I'm going to be looking at those first few lefties off the press. It'll be if the lineup came out like this, definitely I'll be looking at Freeman hits, runs, and RBIs. And Muncie's hit all the way up to a bomb. Now we know Conforto's got 4 bombs off him, so it is what it is, right? It is what it is. For these guys, Toronto guys, they don't strike out much, right? And Ty France looked pretty good. Can't talk you off. If this lineup comes out like that, I'll have interest in Bo Bichette hits, runs, and RBIs, and or Vladdy hits, runs, and RBIs, right? So I want to see what this lineup come out. How this lineup come out? Because Snyder can hit lefties, France can hit lefties, and I'm not gonna discredit Bo and Vladdy. They are who they are. So it's gonna be an interesting game. Over under 9, it might hit the over. We'll see. I probably would be the over or nothing for me. Quick rundown of what I like and what I seen and what I missed and whatever, and I'm getting out of here. So we at the 259 mark. First, I'm gonna start off with Jackson. Um, so I asked Jackson, give me their top home run players today. Um, they gave me Langoliers, Stanton, Kerry Carpenter, Goodman, Sosa from the White Sox. Um, they gave me top MLB best. They gave me a few hitters. Friedel for a hit, Stanton for a hit, Sanchez over pitching outs, 18 and a half. Sosa for a hit. Um, Top MLB bets, Detroit money line. That's a parlay piece. Uh, Guardians money line. Philly money line. Over in the Houston Astros game. And over in the Colorado Diamondbacks game. And pitching plays. They gave me Christopher Sanchez over outs. Seth Lugo, I missed that game. It is what it is. Damn, I missed that game. I'll be looking for. I missed that game. Damn. Well, over 4.5 strikeouts for Seth Lugo. It could happen. I don't know. I have to go back and check. Matthew Boyce over 4.5 strikeouts. It's doable. It's doable. I don't know if I'll get there. Brandon Woodruff, his case are doable. I don't know if I'll get there. Damn sure look like he can get there though. My thoughts. closing arguments. If I'm looking for a hit in this game, Chase Burns' strikeout should be there. It's just high as hell. Friedel, Cruz, Lux, those guys that look like I can at least take them for a hit. I'll just skip that one. I like from the athletic side, I like Rooker. No, yeah. Rooker would be number 3 for me. I can't decide between Kurtz and Langoliers being number 1. Langoliers is hot right now. Jackson likes him for a bomb. Holiday, Henderson, Rushman, Westberg. I couldn't talk you off those guys for a hit. Don't know who's gonna go yard there. Don't know. Um, Korea looked good, but a lot of these guys flashed in different timelines. Diaz flashed. Walker last week he's got 2 bombs versus that fastball. Altuve is Altuve. Schlittler is pitching his worst to lefties, I believe. So don't know how many lefties going to be in the lineup. P is pretty good. Korea looked good, but he could sell too. Don't know where Stanton is. I don't know if he's hurt or anything like that, or if he's going to be in the lineup. But I had interest in Stanton. Stanton and I think it was Volpe. I forgot. Um, at first glance, before I seen the lefties, I said, "Hey, Torkelson." I would have took him for a bomb, but then when I seen Kerry Carpenter, I was like, "Wait a minute, he's my top bomb candidate here." But they got a lot of bats that look good. I took a rain check on the Angels bats here going up against Skubal. Skubal strikeouts, pitching outs, all that shit is in play. Detroit mainline parlays, run line straights. I like Kerry Carpenter. I like Torkelson. I like McKinstry. I like Riley Green. I like this. I like for Detroit to beat up on these motherfuckers. Lean over team total 4.5. Bomb for Carpenter, bomb for Torkelson. I think you could play Riley Green, Carpenter, and Torkelson. I think one of them go yard, and you could make your money back if one of them hit. You could bet them all straight. Baldwin, Harris, those guys not striking out, and they look okay as of late. Um, Edward Cabrera, his strikeouts are in play as well as his pitching outs are in play. Um, the first 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 batters here, I couldn't talk you off hits for these guys. They look good. Styles for a hit to a bomb, Ramirez for a hit to a bomb, some shit like that. But I do like Edward Cabrera pitching outs and the strikeouts. I'm probably gonna play them both. I just feel like this run's going to be put up here in this Chicago White Sox game. Over under 8 might be too low, right? Jackson likes Sosa for a bomb. Benintendi looked like he can go at times. Robert looked like nope. Mm-mm. There's some guys that look good. As far as hits, Sosa, Benintendi, Robert, Montgomery, those guys, Teal, all these guys, Baldwin, all these guys flashed at some point. Um, of course, my favorite bat for Cleveland would be Ramirez, but Schneeman looked good. Manzardo for power is pretty good. Bonella looked pretty good for power. So Rocio, I wouldn't mind him for a hit. So, I lean towards the over in that game, man. Maybe an over team total for Chicago White Sox, but I lean to the over. But I'm terrible when it comes to picking sides and totals. Would be sure, but nothing for me. Sanchez over on outs. I'm not messing with none of the Texas bats. Taking a rain check on some of these guys here in this game here. Over under 8 in this game here. I just a little bit undecided. Lindor, I didn't know he was striking out that much as of late. Uh, One of those pitches, I think it was the sinker Alonso liked, so he might be able to take Woodruff's yard. But going through the pitch mix, some of those New York Met guys, they were striking out too. So Brandon Woodruff probably could creep to a strikeouts, man. I'm scared. I'm scary. Terang and Collins, they like that pitch mix. Most of the time. Shit. At one point, the last 8 weeks, 6 weeks, 4 weeks, Terang and Collins was batting 400, and then Andrew Vaughn looked good in spots. So couldn't talk off those 3 guys for a hit, but it's just hard for me to grasp on These guys hadn't seen that fork ball, and he throws that fork ball a lot. Kota Singa is a walk candidate, right? If you think these guys can walk, he can definitely walk them. Missed this game. The Cubs ain't been looking like shit the last month. They supposed to beat up on him. I think they just put up 5 runs on him, but they ain't been looking like shit as of late. I'm just keep it funky with you. Contreras loves lefties. Herrera can hit lefties. I'm off. I'm off of this game. I'm off of him, right? But if you're looking for a one-off, man, Contreras might be able to go yard. Who knows? Matthew Boyd is really good versus lefties. Really good versus lefties. I missed this game, Seattle, so I'm going past it. I missed this game, Boston. I'm going past it. I will be looking at it at work. Um, Same old song with like Ketel Marte. He just need to come on with the come on. We know how good he is, right? You got to roll with the punches. Sometimes your favorite players go over for a long time. Carroll, I think he's hit a bomb lately. I'm not really focused on those bats like that. I ain't even gonna lie though. Zach Gallen, I really, really, really wanted to take his strikeouts. Is they sitting at 6.5? Can he get there? Yeah. Is he gonna get there? I don't know. Um, I really wanted to take a stab on some strikeouts for because of the spot. Um, some guys been hitting lately off this court off from Colorado, but I don't bet a lot of Colorado bats, man. I just don't. I just don't. Um, Todd Francis Snyder are pretty good versus righties. Y'all couldn't talk lefties. I couldn't talk you off a hit parlay. Um, Vladdy didn't look so good versus the pitch mix. I ain't gonna lie. He didn't look so good versus the pitch mix, especially as of late. But a little hit or something like that couldn't talk you off of it. This game is an over under 9. Um, Clement can hit lefties. Um, I really like Muncy. Freeman is warm as hell right now. Otani is Otani. So um, I think you could play Otani, Freeman, and Muncy for a bomb, and maybe one of them will get there. Might save your money. Might break even. And remember, Conforto's got 4 bombs off this kid, and somebody else got like 3 or 4 bombs. Maybe might be Freeman. But I do like Muncy versus that fastball. He's been pretty good, man. Um, I don't know, man. I've been a Toronto fan for a long time. I'm leaning towards the Dodgers or not. I don't know. Um, I'll take a rain check on this last game here. Remember, so Wai Ting, he's going to be the primary. So he'll probably pitch 3 or 4 innings. He might come in the second inning. He might come in the third inning. He might pitch, and when he comes in, he might pitch. He might pitch 3, 4 innings. You never know. Um, so favorite bats here. If I had to do a bomb lay, it's hard between Carpenter, Stowers, Schwarber is no brainer, right? So I don't have to say him. Carpenter, Stowers. Shit. I probably should have looked at a few more games. Muncy. Maybe a Muncy. A 3-legger, maybe a Muncy. A 2-legger. Muncy and Kerry Carpenter. Muncy and Kerry Carpenter. That's a 2-legger for you right there. Muncy and Kerry Carpenter. That's a 2-legger, man. Peace out. He said me either. I was looking at Goodman. I was looking at Goodman. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be some stuff today though. Good weather all across the board. See you guys tomorrow though, man. See you guys tomorrow. Peace out, man. Peace out.